So welcome back. We're here at, well, we're not in the newsroom. We're just here talking about Video World, which is October 3 to 5 in Austin, Texas. We've talked to you a little bit about content delivery, and one of the more interesting things that we've been discussing in the conversation between the three of us today is the fact that there's a lot of people out there who want to talk about segmentation in the network and that kind of stuff. I wrote a blog about it today. But the truth of the matter is that we're talking about Video World because we see it as a comprehensive whole, right, Bob? That's kind of the vision here, is how everything's kind of taking advantage of the technology these days.
Yeah, I had seen a quote that I think really summed it up. It's generic. It's basically everything affects everything else. You can't look at one slice of the video industry, whether it's streaming, whether it's telepresence, without looking at all the adjacent areas, because really what we're trying to do with this show and with the program is take it from an umbrella perspective, offer breadth, which is lacking right now in the event space, and offer depth within those segments. And with telepresence, which you've worked a lot on, how are companies using that technology and those services differently now?
So that's a good segue for the conversation we need to have about Polycom. And John speaking. Eric, you want to take that conversation?
Thanks, Carl. Yeah, we're real excited to have John Antonitis from Polycom joining us for one of our sessions at Video World Expo. And one of the big things has always been, well, okay, I've got a conference room system, or I've got a giant telepresence room, or I've got a mobile device, or I've got some endpoint on my desk in my office. And one of the great things that we're starting to see is all of these devices, or all the video conferencing, or the video services and capabilities, really becoming device agnostic. And really looking forward to seeing this part of the Video World Expo.
And that kind of brings us next to talking about the breadth side, is the TiVo keynote. You want to talk about that a little bit, Bob?
Sure. The TiVo keynote is going to be Joe Weber, who formerly an executive at Cable Labs on the technology side, who is the Vice President of Technology Strategy for TiVo, and he's going to be speaking, basically laying out how the video industry's evolved and how TiVo has, at different milestones along that timeline, created new products, new services, new software to try and keep pace and help service providers, which in turn are delivering video to your home, basically via multi-platform delivery to any device you want.
That's good. And since you brought up Cable Labs, all over our cable industry these days, we're getting to watch this stuff about, being able to use our set-top box to do more. We're now getting video surveillance from them. And, it looks like we may have a surprise session on video surveillance featuring one of the operators. So I'm looking forward to that. And then, we're down there at the set-top box, but all the over-the-top guys are there too. You want to talk about the over-the-top opportunities there, Bob?
Basically, the opportunities are endless. On the over-the-top front, you have different services, different sites. You have specific companies like a Silver Chalice, which was basically the speaker that we're getting, Dana Golden, pioneered Celeb TV, which you may not know is a precursor to TMZnet, and has been dealing in entertainment and sports content for a long time. She's now Director of Business Development and will be speaking in the OTT Ops session, along with some other speakers that are trying to help not just Enterprise America, but Service Provider America deliver innovative video products and services to customers, whether they're consumers, or whether they're large corporations or SMBs.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned that. When I used to work at a large operator, when James Earl Jones became our spokesperson, right? One of the things they did was they made sure they had a lot of internal video that we got to see that made us feel good about the fact that, Darth Vader was our guy. I'm not sure, if that was intended or not, but that was the result of it. It's interesting to hear what the opportunities are going to be. So this is October 3 to 5, Video World. Please join us.